Hey guys, welcome back to the final part of Star Fox Assault.
With a minimum sentence of 12 years in prison.
I don't think, is that a joke that I don't get? I don't think I got that one.
Oh, I think it's going back to the running Star Fox Assault being a crime.
I see. So, Will, what are we looking forward to in this last mission here? Is it better than the last one?
Oh, it's infinitely better than the last one, which is not saying a whole lot, unfortunately. But I would say it's better because it's a flight level, and for that fact alone, it's definitely better.
Yeah. Also, Peppy decides to make like his second heroic sacrifice of the game.
Dude, you can only sacrifice yourself twice. Like, nobody has that many Phoenix Downs. I do like this cutscene though. Like, it's pretty nifty. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, give him some like wider scale, giant ship fight kind of stuff. Yeah,
my first reaction though was, why did the Aperoids do this sooner?
Oh wait, like go full out on the Great Fox?
Yeah.
Cause I think that's like, that's most.
I mean, he's partly infected,
too. He's also partially infected. But like, the bad guys never go for like the good guys directly until like at the very end when they're like, oh wait, these guys are actually a threat, and do exactly this.
Man, Peppy's kind of a badass.
Oh, Peppy, yeah, I love how they handled Peppy in this game.
I also wonder if Peppy maybe has like a weird like self-destructive property to him. Like, he's just like seen so much stuff in his life which has been at war for his entire life, and he's just like, oh god, just kill me.
I was afraid of how deep this was gonna get.
Yeah.
Possibly though, because like he's seen like many wars. Like, he was part of the war with with Fox's dad and all that. But this guy's been through a lot. I think he really does dedicate his life to like the cause. Oh, put yourself together, man. It's not over yet.
Yeah. Hey man, you gotta take some time for your friend who died, even though he definitely didn't actually die.
Yeah. Oh, we don't know that.
Oh, is he having a heart attack? It looked like he was having a heart attack.
That would suck. What really killed Peppy in the end? Was it the sacrifice, or was it just a poorly timed heart attack?
Yeah, I mean, if Wolf is Vegeta, Peppy is Goku.
Okay, we need to find the Dragon Balls of the Star Fox universe.
Yeah.
See? Speaking of Wolf.
Yeah, how do these guys get how
did they get in?
I don't know. This game should be called Star Wolf, because like it'd be like way easier.
I would be so down with
Star
the
Wolf
Star Wolf
seems
game.
to like get places a lot easier than Fox ever does. Like, I mean, they obviously didn't come in with him, but they clearly got through the shield somehow.
Yeah, Star Fox is clearly doing something wrong. Actually, I would love a Star Wolf game.
Yeah, think about it if it was just Star Fox, like normal Star Fox. You're in a ship, whatever, but you're just Star Wolf, and you're on the Star Wolf team, and the game is just called Star Wolf, and it's super cool.
As long as they don't pull a Shadow the Hedgehog and try to make it like uber edgy.
Yeah, no. No, I mean, you'd be hanging out. You wouldn't be like saving the world, right?
The Shadow the Hedgehog approach seems actually perfect for Star Wolf. Really, what do you think about it?
I mean, it depends on the overall like approach to the game, I would say, if they want to take it that dark. But like for me, Star Fox has never been like, well, Command aside, it's never been like a totally like edgy game.
No, I mean it's not.
Unless you're, but Star Fox Command. Oh my god, that just got
the endings. The endings like take a nosedive. The rest of the game is actually pretty Star Fox like. It's light. It's not the greatest storytelling in the world, but like it's definitely not. The endings will catch you off guard.
I mean, it's not what you're there for, right? Like, you're not in Star Fox for like a big deep plot. You're in it to be in a spaceship and shoot some guys, and maybe have some okay chatter, and that's kind of it.
The chatter is like what makes is what really gives those games life.
Yeah, that stuff is great. All of that stuff works really nicely.
I really wish that more of the game was just like this, because this is nice. Even though I don't like how some of this part of the level is designed, because I think there were some really stupid decisions around. Like, I would have liked the game to be more like this.
This level in part, I agree with you. Like, 70% of this game should have been flight levels and like 30% ground levels, not half and half, possibly
No ground levels.
more. Yeah,
Zero.
No ground levels. Maybe
no ground levels, only space levels. That's it.
Okay, maybe like a landmaster level.
Are wing only.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
actually, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do you guys feel like this game is missing like a vibe? Because that's what I get from this game. Like even the spaceship stuff, which seems like this seems kind of cool, right? But it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like there's like a feeling to Star Fox 64 that this game like doesn't really have. Maybe it's because part of that might be nostalgia. Part of that might be that the N64 doesn't have like big or can't have like really advanced graphics, so it's all this sort of blocky stuff, and you're sort of completing a lot of those visuals in your brain a little bit. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I actually think that this does have a feel, and I think actually like how the game feels thematically, because I do like the Aperoids. I think they're really, really good. I just think the gameplay just completely messes around. Like the ground levels are just the biggest problem of the game, and I feel like this has a feel like but it's not like Star Fox 64. It's a lot different.
Yeah, I guess when I mean a feel, I mean I should specify that I mean like aesthetically. Like I don't mean in terms of how the game plays. I mean this looks like it plays like a Star Fox game. Yeah, actually, I mean like I mean more in the way it looks and how it's designed. It feels sort of cold to me.
I think it feels really, really good. I think it was designed really well. I think the aesthetic is really, really good. I like the art design in this game. It's just that I think just everything around it just does not really go very well in terms of gameplay.
It has a lot of charm to a certain extent, but for me, like this level in particular watching this is a bad time to ask me that question, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, wow, this is really just bleak. It's weird because that sort of speaks to the Aperoids in the home world, but it's bleak to a fault. Like it feels really, it just gets repetitive. It's like, what are we looking at? All the colors start to mesh together, and there's nothing really that stands out of this level, and I think it works against it, which is unfortunate because it's like, flight-wise, it is a nice challenge, but aesthetically-wise, it's not the first level. It's not the level with where we face Pigma as a boss at the end of that, because those levels are like, really alive, and those feel more like Star Fox 64 levels, but with better graphics, and I really like those the most. This level just doesn't have any variety.
I think it has a lot of variety, but it just throws it at you, and it becomes a bit overwhelming. Like, I mean, look at this, like this crap.
Yeah, but like even the enemies just. I know it's gonna sound really weird, but
oh jeez, whoa! All right.
That's the first.
Space never changes.
I always like your weird weird death interstitals.
Not one of my best, but when I heard Fox, I'm like, Fox die. But in terms of the game overall, it's, I don't know. I think. Sorry, I'm collecting my thoughts, but in the first game, I felt like there was a lot more interactions with, Andross and his goons. All the bosses would have, the bosses that worked for Andross, like they would try to talk smack as much as they could in a kid's game. Yeah, in this game,
that's a really good point.
The Aperoids don't say a damn thing.
Well, they say obey.
Yeah, they seem a little faceless to me. I haven't really been moved by them.
They're basically like, the Star Fox equivalent of the Borg.
Yeah. Well, no, even the Borg have personality. Well, once we meet the Borg Queen, which is actually quite topical, because we're just about to meet the Aperoid Queen.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I remember this. And I remember she was very annoying because you had to, like, wait for the flaps to open.
I never had a problem with this boss as a kid, but again, I think I played on easy mode. Playing this on normal is a completely different beast. It totally caught me off guard.
And I really hate how they, like, faked this, because I mean, like, with Pepper and Peppy being part of the Aperoid Queen is just like, oh, come on, really? We already could.
I don't really understand it. Like, how, did they get absorbed? Because I thought Pepper was a-okay.
Yeah, Pepper was fine.
Yeah, so I guess they and
took where did James McCloud come from?
Hold on. Why is that guy wearing sunglasses?
That's Fox's father.
Does James McCloud wear? Does James McCloud wear sunglasses?
Really weird I always found it really weird that the close-ups are just like them in this little black box inside the thing.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, James McCloud did wear sunglasses in Star Fox 64 as well when he came up quickly. And you know, this is all a total homage to Star Fox 64. Like just before you go to face Andross, like you hear your dad saying, or do you hear it before or after?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's funny how Wolf is the voice of reason here.
Yeah, I mean, Wolf has personality in this game for sure, but yeah, they just take it in a complete different direction. Like he's
Vegeta.
I mean, to be fair, it's also like not great advice. Like it's like, hey, Fox, if you see a guy who you're supposed to shoot, you should shoot that guy.
Yeah, Wolf is like, oh, you know what? I really don't care what happens to you. You might as well go all out.
I don't know. I cared more about what happened to Wolf in this game than anybody else, but the problem was that like none of Wolf's character development or how he gets from point A to point B anywhere makes any sense.
I think you can actually, thinking back to playing as Wolf, I think you can play some of the Wolf characters, Star Wolf characters in Command, but it's just like a skin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, here's his ship.
I think so. I can't really remember. It's been a long time since I played Command. I sold that game, so.
I
did not like it.
I love this Slippy move of, this looks like it's working. Like, hey, it looks like you shooting its obvious weak point is actually hurting it.
Guys, this is the one time in Star Fox history where your teammates are actually shooting the enemy and doing something.
Oh God,
That's a landmark.
Wow. This is yeah.
Like I mean, I think your Falco Crystal just like shot it and destroyed one of the flaps on it. So I mean, like, wow, go team.
I'm kind of weirded out by these space shrimps.
Yeah, they're not really like.
They don't really do anything.
Yeah.
They're just debris, right? Like they're just like something.
I guess, but they're just sort of like, you know, aporoid fetuses. I guess
you almost got to go out of your way to hit them to get damaged. Yeah, which is really weird.
They don't die in one hit either. They take a few hits to go down.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
What is wrong here?
Sorry, I was just gonna say, like, there's not a, like, this boss, like, you don't really have to worry about any of the obstacles, like, just hit the armor. Like, everything else is just sort of flack for no reason, and I don't get it.
It's kind of easy.
It's just a little, like, you know, tedious.
Yeah.
I don't know why Rob suddenly just came up there.
Was he absorbed too?
Oh, you got him on, like, a communicator, right? You got him on some kind of communications device.
I thought the Great Fox got destroyed just a second ago.
Yeah. And don't these things absorb, like, you know, living things and not necessarily robots? Or actually, no, they do hack robots. Never mind.
Yeah, they've got like an android thing going for them. Like I think they're a bit of both.
Yeah,
a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
So Jordan, you'd brought up that your sort of companions are actually shooting the thing. Is that actually doing damage, or is that just sort of like an aesthetic?
Yeah, Crystal just destroyed a big piece of the armor, actually.
Yeah, they're actually doing stuff, which is like, I would have liked them to do that like more of that like at any other point in the game.
Here's another idea. New Star Fox game. It's just Rogue Squadron, the second one, but Star Fox.
It just got delayed. They're like confirmed to be in development hell now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Star Fox Zero.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, an article came out yesterday.
Oh, really?
Where did that article come from, though?
I don't recall. I'll shoot it to you guys afterwards.
Look this up while we watch this evocative cutscene.
Apparently, it's due to controls. Like and it's an issue they've had for a while now. So it's unfortunate. I was sad.
I'm not really that sad though, because I kind of expected that because it is a Platinum game. But and Platinum takes forever with their games, but their games are really good.
Yeah, once they get them out there. So it's like, you know, as long as they like give us an update soon on, you know, whether or not it's gonna be delayed again, because I think right now it's scheduled for April 10th at the time of this recording.
I'm only seeing April 10th on here. I'm not seeing any news things about a delay or anything.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been pushed. It's just an article came out saying they were having issues with development with their controls.
Oh, is this Nintendo enthusiast article?
Possibly.
Rumor: Star Fox Zero experiencing development problems.
I think that was it. Yeah, something about development hell.
I don't know if that's a rumor though, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's something.
It's not confirmed.
I don't know what it is about this boss fight. It reminds me of something, and I just cannot put my finger on it.
A really bad boss.
I actually didn't mind this boss too much.
It's just so, again, like, it's no Andross, you know? There's no personality to this boss. Like, I don't even know, like, I don't even know how to look at this boss. Like, what's his top side? What's his bottom side? Like, what? Like, it's just this thing.
Yeah.
With a...
with a dragon in it.
With a dragon's head, yeah, some sort of hydra.
And then it's an insect. Yeah, it's really confusing. But I don't know. For some reason, this reminds me of some boss fight, and I just cannot remember what it is from another game. I really can't remember what what is it?
It's a wait a second. My inner Sonic fanboy's coming out. Sonic 4 episode 4. No, Sonic 4 episode 2. The first boss.
Sonic 4.
Okay, it's not that.
Okay.
I dug into these articles a little bit. This Nintendo Experience article was quoting this thing, was using as its base this article on Nintendo World Report. But Nintendo World Report says that article that it linked to says nothing about it being delayed. It actually just says, I heard that Star Fox Zero is in the final stretches, which makes sense since it's coming out in April, and that they're doubling down on motion controls. It says literally nothing about anything being delayed.
Oh, okay, so that's where it must have originated from. Yeah, because that's the article that I read too said actually I think quoted that exact line, but then went ahead and continued to say it sounds like they're in development hell.
Yeah, it really does not sound like that at all.
Okay,
yeah.
well that's great.
To be honest,
It could happen.
Yeah.
To be honest, though, like, you know, every development is basically development hell until it gets done.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
This
but
boss looks pretty cool. I'm sorry, I've been looking at this article. I've been sort of looking at my phone for the past like 5 minutes.
No, this is good to know. It gives me hope.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, this boss is kind of cool.
And
That's
again,
nice.
no personality. Like like look at the background. That's a like Windows like media player.
I'm still like I always still forgave that just because the boss looks cool even though it's kind of confusing, and also your teammates actually do stuff.
They do, and again, like that's one of the downfalls of this game. The fact that like, because again in 64, you know, everyone had a role to play. Pepe would give you advice. Falco would he would always swoop in and take out like a handful of baddies. Like that's what he was programmed to do.
Or show you like a different shortcut.
Or show you a different shortcut, absolutely. And Slippy, if you and Slippy would always give you like the boss's health reading. And if any of them died, you wouldn't get that. So it was crucial for them to stay alive. I don't know what Crystal brings either.
Crystal brings Deviant Art.
Yeah. Oh, you went there. Yeah, but yeah, like this boss, yeah, they each come in to help you at one point or another. I'm not sure if Slippy does, but I think Slippy does his usual, provide the boss health meter.
Yeah, though, Dan, you mentioned, another, is this even my final form?
Is it his final form? Is it his final form? You get there?
Yeah, you mentioned Rogue Squadron 2. I actually recorded some of that, so we'll probably be going through that at some point later.
Nice.
Nice.
Can't wait to watch you dying all the time in that game.
Oh my!
That game's just blatantly unfair.
I don't actually. I'm not being facetious. I actually mean it. I am looking forward to watching you die in that game.
The first 3 levels are like, oh, this is how you play the game, and then like the rest of it is just like, good fucking luck.
Yeah, and the rest of it's also like, oh, lol, play it all perfectly all the time.
It's not even that. It's just like, I did the 4th level, right? And it's like, okay, you need to use your photon torpedoes, and I'm just like, the fuck are those? And I was like, and then I tried using my sub weapon. It's not a photon torpedo. It's a bomb, and then it's like it didn't explain to me what those were until I died.
I died about 5 times during that boss, actually.
Oh, really?
My thumb was hurting by this point.
So do we? I mean, we're coming up on sort of the end of this episode, and I just wanted to, I guess, leave some time for like, does anyone have? It's the last episode of this game. Does anyone have like final thoughts about anything or anything like that?
I liked it. I've always liked Star Fox Assault and hated it for obvious. I've liked Star Fox Assault generally, but I've hated it for obvious reasons, like the ground levels, and especially like the last one, because I mean that last level that we did was really long, and it was just as long when I did it, when I remember doing it. But I mean, like I think it was a step in the right direction. It just had like a whole bunch of issues that for some reason they just kept in.
story and character-wise, you know, story wasn't anything massive. Characters, you know, they got them right for the most part, so I'm pretty happy about that. Gameplay-wise, as much as I appreciate, you know, the developers for, you know, experimenting with, you know, ground levels and flight levels and mixing the two up, you know, here and there, you know, the execution just wasn't polished at all.
I agree.
Yeah. So that I think that's the otherwise, I totally love this game, and actually, you know, replaying it for the channel, it's I think it's aged fair. Like, you know, it hasn't aged terribly. I think it still plays just as fine as it did when it came out. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Though I did like, I mean, I may be the only one who says this, but I actually liked the Aperoids as antagonists.
Oh.
I actually thought they were a really cool idea, because I mean it was different than all the antagonists that we've had before for the Star Fox series. They were just some cold, heartless thing in the deep reaches of space that just infected things. And I thought, okay, that, like, you know, maybe they don't have the personality of some of these other, like, the classic ones, but it gives like a real sort of different sort of feeling in terms of like a villain for this game. I just wish they sort of expanded on it a bit more.
Yeah, because they, like, yeah, they're not bad villains. Well, okay, hold on. They're not, like, you know, as villains, they don't suck, but at the same time, like, yeah, at the same time, I don't think they're, like, they're not on, like, the same level as Andross, for me at least, you know. So, yeah. They're just, you're like, sorry, it's like what you said, like, they just didn't take them to the next level.
Yeah, I think like, you know, what if they had expanded upon it, even just not even as much, but, you know, a little bit, kind of like how they talked like in Mass Effect, how they talk about the Geth, because these kind of are the Geth.
Well, they're like the Geth, except that the Geth, like all the Geth stuff, really does expand a lot. Even in the beginning, I mean, the Geth have ties to the Quarians. They're or not just ties, you know. There is like a history to them.
Yeah.
There's a lore to them, which like these guys don't have, right? Yeah,
the Aperoids don't have a lore. They're just like they just sort of show up and it's like, oh, there's a problem. Aperoids. Yep, Aperoids.
Yeah, it's kind of. I felt that they're sort of faceless. It's just sort of like, here are some, you know, triangular bugs. Enjoy. I like my villains to have a bit of character, you know?
Yeah, I did like the art design of the game, though.
This game, yeah, like Corneria looks gorgeous.
And the R-Wings look great.
Dan, yeah, we are coming to the close of the game. What are your final thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, you know, I haven't played the game, so it's tough for me to tell. I mean, I think to a certain extent, there are things that you can tell from just watching someone play a game. Like, I've never actually played Metal Gear Solid 4, but I consider myself having played Metal Gear Solid 4, kind of, you know? And it's obviously not the same thing, but I think it's like maybe 75% there. And I don't know, it seems like a lot of the ship stuff is really well done. But I mean, listen, I've made my concerns noted throughout this playthrough, right? Which is just like, man, it's kind of a bummer that there's not nearly as much flying as there should be. I think all those on-foot levels seem like kind of a bore. I do think I like the visual style of it. Sorry?
Say congratulations, Star Fox. You have now joined the ranks of Samus in terms of blowing up planets.
Oh yeah, great. Was that a planet? That's like a space station.
Or maybe it
does not matter to Samus. She does not discriminate.
But yeah, I do think aesthetically, I like the game. I do feel like it's like a little bit over-designed, but maybe that just comes with higher fidelity, you know?
Yeah.
And I also think the characters are like a little overwritten almost. Like, it's like they're trying to give it more of an actual plot, but the writing is all not that great. Whereas
so much
in
for Noble Sacrifice.
Sorry?
Sorry.
In Star Fox 64, it's like it's kind of bare. You just sort of get this like little chatter, and you know, there are these vaguest, most sort of, you know, vaguely drawn characters, and that almost works. Like, I think their simplicity sort of works. Here, they're almost hinting at a little bit more complexity, but the writing is all kind of not great. But the ship stuff seems really good, and I would just want them to make another Star Fox game that's just a ship game. That would be really great.
Yeah, no, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like, they just spread themselves too thin, you know? Like, a lot of good ideas, but they just spread themselves too thin, and, you know, it shows. So the one thing, though, that, you know, I I can appreciate here is that they didn't take themselves too seriously on this game. Like, it wasn't like Sonic Adventure 2 battle, you know? Like, this was...
you could argue that game does not take itself that seriously.
It gets pretty... I don't know, like, they blow up the moon, man. It gets pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we do some outros here?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, thank you everyone for watching along. It's been the 3 Amiibros. I'm Will.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Jordan.
Team Star Fox out. We will see you guys in the next game.
Mission complete.